Hey guys, so first of all, sorry for the weird lighting. I'm in the kitchen and you guys know that the lighting in the kitchen does not work the best for videos, but it's dark outside, so this is about as good as it's gonna get. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on with things that certain people are saying about the phlebotomy training that I'm going to. Not necessarily people that I know, but people who are leaving reviews on the school's Facebook page about how they feel like they didn't get enough training from the school and they feel like the school is just out to get money. And I just want to talk to you guys about the fact that when you are going through a training program or school of any kind, really, you get out of it what you put into it. So if you're just going and you're there going through the motions and you're not really like taking an active role in your learning, you're not really spending time studying what you need to study and, doing your research and reading your book yourself, you're not going to get as much out of it as your classmates who may be doing those things. And that's not to like throw anybody under the bus or anything like that, but I feel like I'm learning a lot from the school that I'm doing my training at, and I feel like considering how many people have gone through and graduated from the program and gone on to become nationally certified phlebotomists and then gone on to work in a plethora of different settings such as plasma centers, blood bank, doctors' offices, hospitals, you know, seeing how people from the school that I'm going to are now working in those settings, I feel like they're obviously prepared well enough. If they were able to sit there after, doing this national certification exam and they pass it, obviously somehow they were prepared. I'm not saying that every program is going to prepare you good enough, but for my experience so far with this program, and I am halfway through it, at this point, I would say that I definitely feel more prepared. I am doing a little bit extra on the side as far as trying to nail down certain concepts before I take the NHA exam to become a certified phlebotomist. But for God's sake, people, you're not going to get something out of it that you didn't put into it. People are saying that they didn't have enough time to learn on the butterfly needles and things like that. So maybe if you are only used to using the straight needles, which I will tell you at this point we are halfway through the program and we have not practiced with butterfly needles. We've only practiced with straight needles. I do feel like if you feel that you are unprepared, maybe you could try to do like some clinical practice at a blood bank or plasma center or a doctor's office or something like that. You could tell them that you just became a certified phlebotomy technician, and you wanted to see if they would let you shadow a phlebotomist or practice with a phlebotomist that they have on staff in order to become more comfortable doing certain types of blood draws. Go out there and be proactive. If you feel like the school didn't train you enough on certain things to prepare you for whatever job you're trying to get, go out there and make it happen for yourself. A school is not always going to give you every single thing you need to succeed. You have to be proactive. You have to go out and get it for yourself sometimes. And if this is something that you really want to do, you really want to be in the world of phlebotomy, you really want to be a good phlebotomy technician, phlebotomist, whatever you want to call yourself, and you feel like you're not comfortable, then let somebody know. Most of the times, as a new phlebotomist, jobs are going to know that you are a new phlebotomist with no experience other than whatever sticks you did in school. Let them know that you're uncomfortable with certain types of procedures, whether that's a butterfly needle or whatever. And I'm sure that they would be more than happy to train you more on those certain techniques than to find out that you don't know what you're doing with a butterfly needle, for example, and you know, you end up quitting or just having a really hard time adjusting to your new professional setting because you weren't willing to speak up for yourself. I feel like at the end of the day, you're an adult who is paying for your training. Maybe you can ask the school if they will give you some more time. Certain people are saying that the school that I am currently going to for phlebotomy wants to charge you for extra training. I'm not sure about that because nothing has been said to our class about extra training as of yet. We have 4 classes left after tomorrow, and you know, nothing has been said at this point about us needing additional training time or anything like that. So I don't know, but what I will say is if you feel like you're unprepared and you're paying all this money to school, ask your school, ask your job, ask around your community to see if there's anybody who would be willing to let you get that clinical practice in, the extra clinical practice. If you're able to shadow a phlebotomist, you know, whatever the case may be, just make sure that you do something to get yourself to that point where you're more comfortable doing the procedures that you were trained to do. And like I said, if you feel like your school didn't prepare you well enough, then you need to speak up for yourself and make sure that you're getting the training that you need, especially if you're going to be working with, let's say, butterfly needles as a phlebotomist. If you feel like you're going to be utilizing the butterfly system a lot, which it depends on the setting, but you may, then ask for that extra training. See if your job will give it to you, or see if your school will give you some extra time to practice. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just feel like a lot of people complain that they didn't get enough from their educational facility, from their instructors, from their teachers, and I feel like you also need to be proactive and reach out for yourself and try to make things happen for yourself. I'm not bashing anybody's experience because obviously my experience can be totally different from someone else who's in the same class as me. It just depends on how things are done in your class. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I just hope that you guys are, you know, being proactive and being a good advocate for yourself. And if you need extra help, you need a little bit of extra attention from an instructor or, you know, from someone who is going to be at your new job or whatever, then make sure that you're asking for that and make sure that you're speaking out if you need some extra help. So I hope this was helpful, informative. Hopefully this didn't come off as being too rude or condescending to the people who have been saying these things on Facebook about the school I'm going to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if there's any topics you would like me to talk about, let me know. Obviously, I'm transitioning right now from CNA to phlebotomist. So things are changing a little bit on my channel. I still currently work full-time evening shift as a CNA at a long-term care facility. However, that may be changing soon also, so I don't know. A lot of things are going on in my life right now. There is another huge announcement that I haven't made yet on my channel. You guys may be privy to that at some point or another. You will be privy to that at some point or another, but I just don't know when I will be ready to share. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys again soon.